Alrighty, welcome back to Automotive Anatomy from beautiful Riverside, California. We're here at JDM Inspire once again, getting inspired um, on what not to do to your cars, like Jose's car. ¿Qué pasó, papi? ¿Cómo estás? ¿Te crees Dodger player también tú también? ¿O qué pedo?
Puras chivas.
Buenos días, buenos días.
De las chivas.
Pues ponte la de las chivas. Ponte la de las chivas entonces, güey. Damn. Alright. Uy. Oh, you don't want to put those on and fall off. And look, it's not really flimsy, bro. Does it doesn't have the gasket? That's what it is, yeah. Buenos días, señor.
Oh, good morning.
Buenos días, señor. The only reason I know about the gasket that I'm saying is because the center caps on the M7 that I have, they one of them ripped a little bit. So right now it sits snug, but eventually if I just put it on like that without the actual gasket around the center cap, no bueno. No bueno. One of my favorite sedans. It's just all the accessories that he's had to this car just makes it so cool, man. Every time I see it, he adds a little bit to it, just enough to make it look really, really good. And this is Jose's wagon. We shot it a while back, if you guys remember. So it's 7 and some change, man. Still really early, and man, I feel like every time I'm getting left out, I'm missing out in the sense of like I need to step it up, get here a little bit earlier. As you guys know, I enjoy the rolling videos. I enjoy the rolling sounds because a car that's sitting is cool. Don't get me wrong, but nothing beats just the sound of. Beautiful Evo with the advents. Damn. Evo 5. Yep, that's a dream right here. Look at this. Such a beautiful car, man. I know that the front end is a little too aggressive or too much, but when you know that the cars, were rally um, specific, you understand like those fog lights were for when they're actually racing at night, and it just changes the whole perspective of, oh, okay, that's what it was. Man, this thing is clean, man. I'm really, really digging the color. It's a dark silver. Blue calipers definitely pop. Favorite seats, the buddy clubs. Aside from the Bread Zeta ones, the Zeta ones just I don't fit. I'm too big. Damn, this thing's clean. The buddy clubs I really like. They look really low. I mean, they you sit really low on them, so it's sick. SUV, camarada from Risk Racing. Haven't seen those guys in a while, man. I'm glad to see people are still putting it down. Look at. I was watching some videos from Wegfest Japan, and it was cool, man. The only thing that would bother me from whoever was recording, they were just doing the outside of the cars. They weren't like taking the time to get a close up of the wheels and whatnot. Um, so I told myself, I'm like, okay, Saturday when you go to JDM Inspired, take a little bit, you know, just take the time to showcase some wheels or whatever. You guys clearly know where I stand on the M7s. Really, really like those. Making seats. Beautiful. Nicely gutted. Man, so nice, dude. So nice. So Big shout out to all of you guys who tuned into the podcast. We discuss morning, fellas. We discussed a lot of things, man, with Chris and Peter. I think it was a lot of I don't know if informative or interesting things, but that were really interesting to me. One of them was the spreadsheet. I've had my car for such a long time. I don't even if I try to do a spreadsheet, it would be inaccurate, and it would be so damn high. I don't want to know. So I think that's where I'm at with that car. I think moving forward, I think it'll be fun to do a spreadsheet, which I don't know. I don't think it would be that much to keep track on, especially depends on the car that you end up going for. Obviously, I feel like depends on the car. So like the lower entry level for a car that you pick up, the more you're likely to spend. So you say you pick up a car for $3,000 or whatever. There's more things that you want to adjust to it, right? You buy a very expensive car, say I don't know, Porsche or whatever. There's less things you want to do because it already comes with, big brake kit. It only comes with some power. Obviously, there's that. There's a few of you guys that would want to do a lot more power. You got an expensive car and you're still gonna put a lot more money, right? There's a small percentage, but I think for the most part, for us that we want to get into a car that's oh damn, that's crazy, more budget friendly to start. You're probably gonna do more. Like the FL5 is way more expensive than a regular car, so really the owner only has to do coilovers and wheels. Technically, everything else is already, in my opinion, taken care of. Front lip, little side skirts, and that's it. Like there's really nothing much you should have to do because it already comes painted and already has all the amenities, so you're not trying to do anything crazy. But then there's some of you guys are like, nah, it's not enough, let me go do more crazy stuff. So people are really digging this FL5 red color. I dig it. I like it. It's beautiful. Ray, a lot of people really enjoyed this interview. Thank you, Ray, and company, making that time that morning. Definitely fun, man. Just to continue to get more stories, and yeah, it's kind of hard to top a car like this and the history behind it. With being the original owner, nobody keeps a car for that long, man. And it's not because they don't want to, it's just because life kind of makes you adjust, you know? Two-door is not practical when you have a growing family. When you're 19, 20, 21, yeah, that's easy. But now it's like I don't know if Ray ever felt like this. I know I do feel like that. Like my car, my coupe is I wouldn't say is it takes up room for no reason, because I still drive the car, right? Especially on the weekends, like when I come out here and hang out. But the purpose of my car right now, with in this stage of life that I'm in, it's very difficult to justify per se. You have, you just have a lot that you want to do or not do in the car. If you already have a morning, if you already have a two-door and you have a growing family, most likely you're not going to be able to put the two-door in. This a four-door is great. You can still go out with the family. The same thing if you end up gutting a car when you're younger, and now you're like, I don't want to be driving a gutted car. You're kind of stuck with that. Either put it back together, spend more money to put it back, or that's it. Like, it's the purpose of that car. It's now Now more of a headache than actual enjoyment. And I've heard that a lot. I've heard that a lot from different people where like people say it's hard to enjoy the car now because it's no longer as fitting for my life. That's why a lot of us AC is a must. Perfect example here. Um, yeah, does it add to the engine bay? A few lines, sure, but with how hot it is, yeah, we'll take it. We'll take it. So Pinkies EM1, such a clean car, man. There's a water spot right there, so hopefully it's not from the car, but it's a water spot, and I'm sure Carros by Carros and Pigs would find it. I'm gonna copy. I'm gonna go take a shot by the water spot. But man, it's my favorite type of meat, man. Just honestly, what Miguel has curated here, man. It's cool. We have a lot of DMs, me and him. We won't disclose into what all the things that we discuss, but I always tell him, man, like, keep doing what you're doing, man. This is good. Like, you're creating a great spot for a lot of us, man. Um, Especially the older crowd, I would say, and I would consider myself the older crowd. I'm mid 30s, so it's like it's a good spot. The quality of people, obviously the cars speak for themselves. May have to break this into two parts. I didn't. Morning, senor. Doing well, doing well. Fell asleep really late editing your video. Finally.
Oh, hell yeah.
Morning, man, Gus. But yeah, it's coming along this week for sure. This week for sure.
Hey, I'm patient, man. No rush.
I love it, love it. Christian with the red Kevlar EG. I just edited it last night. I started editing last night, and man, it's dumb because like when I want to go to sleep late, I can't, and when I'm trying to like stay, go to sleep early, my body just does the opposite. So last night, just completely don't know what happened. I know I drink a cold brew, right? But I always do, and I still get sleepy. And so I drank one last night, and I started editing, and then I got sidetracked with just multiple things. I started listening to Miguel DSM podcast with Downstar, and that kind of spiraled into listening to some other stuff and other stuff. And so, long story short, I went to sleep till like 2:30 in the morning. Um, you know, but now I'm up. But I got a few things done out of the video for Christian. Um, so just gotta be patient, Just got to be patient.